Hello, welcome back. This is Jacob and today we are going to be continuing the Let's Play for Reverse 1999. So then, considering there's still going to be just a short while to wait until Last Evenings on Earth are going to be released, today we're going to be doing a short little intermission episode where we're going to be, well, I say short, I have no idea how long this episode is going to be because of what I'm planning with it. But today we're going to do a little intermission episode where we're going to do an anecdote, which is obviously gonna be the one for Eagle, as you might be able to tell from the thumbnail and the title. And we're also gonna be probably finishing up the rest of the pre-storm protocol stuff. I say probably. I have no idea how long it's gonna take me to record the rest of it. Maybe it's gonna be in this episode, maybe in the next one. But regardless, I do want to see how that thing ends. Considering we started with a cutscene in that thing, like a proper cutscene, I'm expecting there's gonna be some more cutscenes at the end as well. I don't know, but I do want to see how the different endings of that play out. But or rather, I'll gonna see to that when we when we get to that in the later portion of the episode. But yeah, today we're gonna do a little anecdote for Eagle, considering that number one, Eagle earlier in the, or rather mid last year, was brought into my mind because of the Assassin's Creed collab, and then later when I was doing the anecdote for X, also got reminded of her again. But yeah, during the AC collab, you guys told me that if I want to understand why Eagle was with X during those scenes and what she's doing there, that I should go through her anecdote essentially, and I'll probably have a better idea about it. So yeah, here we are essentially. So we're gonna do that today, check out her file, voice files and everything, and then well, proceed with Pre-Storm Protocol. But before we do that, on the previous episode, we finished off the last bits and pieces of at least what I would say are the last bits and pieces of the Midnight Whistle story with Corvus's character story. And yeah, overall, decent, good story, especially to give her pretty much a nice, or give us rather, a nice picture of why she is the way she is as a character. I mean, her stoicism never changed apparently. that is apparently something that is kind of innate to her as a person. But it definitely gave a bit more correlation to all the stitching stuff and some character quirks that she picked up from her, essentially from her comrades from the guerrilla army. So yeah, that overall stuff was pretty good. But like I said in the previous episode, very expected that story, even going in. But yeah, like I also said in the previous episode, watching the trailer after the story definitely hit, definitely hit when you combine those two together. Ooh boy, that definitely left a emotional impact there immediately. But yeah, there is a thing about Corvus that I keep forgetting to bring up because I keep seeing you guys bringing it up, I think since the very first episode of Midnight Whistle that I posted. And one person who reminded me about that on the previous episode was K-Rider-kun, who said, I want to start with bringing up this motif with Corvus that I don't see enough people talk about. With Rubuska, she's vampire coded, while Corvus is more Frankenstein coded, the doctor, not the monster. Especially when Corvus's arcane skill is stitching things, just like how Dr. Victor would stitch random body parts to create his monster. By the way, watch Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, it's pretty good. I'm gonna get around to that because at least I personally will get around to that. I don't know about other people, but I did hear good things about that movie, so I'll check it out at some point. I think that is how far as it goes, although I don't know much of the original Frankenstein story to relate it with Corvus. Corvus's character story is pretty good. I like getting to see what her life was like before she became a conductress for the Danube Dawn. I am sort of disappointed that we barely have much scenes with Pyros, but I guess it was enough to let us know that Pyros does look up to Corvus for giving him a chance. I will say this, I watched the Corvus trailer first before playing the story, so I had some ideas what the story is about. As I read through the story and reached the last stage, I wondered out loud if we are ever going to see Corvus lose her arm, but on cue I got to the scene where she lost her arm. Unfortunately, we can't really see the stitch marks on her left arm in her model, but the other stitch marks are pretty visible. Also, the ending where she and her people kill that one dude for trying to expose her identity is very scary. Also, those two stitch mark fingers in her trailer are definitely the ones she lost at the beginning of her character story, and Nusha in the trailer has a torn collar too. Great details. Also, I want to say this is my favorite menu for a character story. I hope we get more creative looking menus for future character stories. Yeah, the menu for Core was definitely unique looking, and especially as you keep going through it, the whole bloodstream filling in as well was a pretty neat idea. Even the mini game that was tied to it was a pretty neat little thing, like tied to the whole Core was stitching stuff. And don't fret about not seeing the stitch marks on her left arm. If Corvus ever gets like a summer skin or something, you'll get to see them. we will all get to see them. And we will all probably get to thirst about Corvus, mommy. Don't worry about that. I do like that one voice line. I had to even make a bit of a joke edit there as well when she was speaking about looking beneath her clothes. that was a spicy voice line. Good God, Corvus. Good God. But yeah, like you said as well, and I said it I think in the previous episode too. I wanted to kind of see more about Piros in her backstory as well, like a bit more about their interactions, Aima as well. And especially how Aima as well became a conductor that first meeting or something. I feel like they skipped on that, but then again, like I said in the previous episode, they might do it through like an anecdote for if they make it playable, of course. They might do it through an anecdote in the future if she becomes playable. Who knows? But that depends on if she becomes playable, right? A big if. And also what you and other people said about the Frankenstein thing, I do agree with that. I do agree with that statement that she's definitely Frankenstein coded in the whole Stitch, Victor Frankenstein coded, the doctor, in the whole stitching together stuff and the electricity arcing through her. I mean, her arcane skill pretty much looks like some electricity is arcing around, right? Kind of very on point with the whole thing. I will add to that whole thing though. I personally think like she's supposed to be both things at the same time. Like she's supposed to be Victor Frankenstein in the whole department, like you and other people said, like the whole stitching people together, body parts together, etc. But I also think she's supposed to be kind of representing the monster as well to some degree. Now, personally as well, don't remember the book much. I saw several like videos where people talk about like Frankenstein movies and compare them to the original texts, but I never read the book myself, so I don't really remember much from that. How both the monster and the doctor are represented in the book as well, or in the book itself. But from what I remember of the monster being represented in most movies, essentially, the monster always gets represented as this gentle, stoic giant that does command an authority when present in the room. I mean, you know, size, size and bulkiness. But at the same time, if you provoke the monster, then stuff goes tits up. then shit will hit the fan if the monster goes berserk. But yeah, kind of Corvus also reminds me of the monster because of it. She's, I know, you know, tall, stoic, commands a presence, pretty gentle. I mean, we've seen that where she has very motherly vibes to her. But if you piss her off, oh boy. Oh boy, then you better find shelter. But yeah. Anyway, K-Rider, thank you very much for that very nice comment. Also, K-Rider, thank you very much for reminding me about another thing. I was asking at the end of the previous episode about who Rubuska's voice actress, the Japanese one, reminds me of specifically, because I heard only like very brief lines of her in the trailer speaking Japanese. And you pointed out that among many voices or characters that she voices, she also voices Amiya in Arcanists. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing why it probably didn't hit me immediately that it's Amiya. The cadence and the voice handling essentially is vastly different. Amiya is how to best describe Amiya? She on first glance when you hear the voice is like the like the typical gentle, gently good-natured character. Like, there's just gentleness oozing out of the voice, basically. While Rubuska's is deeper. She's performing a pretty deeper voice for Rubuska, but also very bratty. very laid back brat kind of behavior, which obviously fits with Rubuska, and probably why it didn't immediately click with me. Because yeah, Amiya's VA is definitely, or sorry, the same VA for Amiya is performing it a bit higher, so it didn't immediately click. But yeah, it's Amiya, so I will say this, though not ever specifically said out loud or confirmed in the ArcNet story, Amiya is basically the Doctor's adopted daughter. So, as an ArcNet doctor, I will proclaim Rubuska is my daughter from here on onwards. I will not hear any complaints or hear anybody say anything about that. I have spoken. Anyway, let's continue here. Sorry. So yeah. Oh yeah. Also, just remind myself while I was looking at the menu. Eagle also, for the first time ever, I encountered Eagle in any kind of story was here actually. Artificial somnambulism, the initial ones, was, which one was it again? I think it was, oh yeah, here, Misty Lake Alpha. That was the first time I encountered anything to do with Eagle, and yeah. Very interested to see where that is gonna lead to. So, let's see. Oh yeah, and also of course this is completely opened, like from start to finish, because this was part of one of the events. I just wanted to get the rewards out, so I haven't read it. I have no idea what the context for this is right now. This looks like a lab coat or something, maybe, or just a dress. I don't know. But yeah, I'm presuming. I do know a tiny bit about the whole Boy Scout, Girl Scout thing, the American thing. I don't even know if the Scout thing exists here in Croatia, at least. I'm actually not sure about that, because I've never really paid attention to that outside of American movies or TV shows where they keep mentioning it. I do know about the whole Boy Scout thing, that Boy Scouts never accepted girls into their ranks, essentially, until very recently, I think, where they kind of started allowing it. But also, from what I'm aware of Boy Scouts from various documentaries, they are very weird. Like the inner higher circles of the Boy Scouts are, there's something. Anyway, boys only. This is hardly a promised land for the ladies. Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be all about Boy Scouts. Finding Xavier. Xavier? Alright, good old office background. The morning sun falls through the window and onto the display cabinet. The badges stand in line, upright, like little toy soldiers. Just like the Scout motto says, be prepared. In a word, it's against the rules. The child standing before the Scout leader doesn't respond. She's enraptured by the badges, the representation of a Scout's honor. Every child who enters this room is attracted to them, but none more so than Eagle. Her eyes are glued, sparkling with eagerness. Okay. Are you listening?
Sorry.
Sorry, sir, I didn't catch that. I said that girls aren't allowed to join the Scouts. It's against the rules. Go home, kid.
Please, just let me show my skills. Maybe then you'll change your mind. I've been working so hard and...
No need to step forward.
Yes, sir.
Listen, kids. No girl has ever joined the Scouts, and no girl will ever join the Scouts. About that! About that, Mr. Scout Leader. Anyway. Let me see. You applied 10 days ago, and a month ago too. Didn't I tell you back then that the girls weren't allowed?
Yes, sir, they did.
Well,
Then it seems you're the problem. You don't remember what people tell you. You've got a short attention span. Maybe even some kind of attention deficit. I'm afraid it doesn't meet the Scouts' standards. Wow. Like I said, Boy Scouts... Oof. Good God. Like, again, nothing against the whole, you know, what Boy Scouts stands for, what Scouts in general stand for and everything. But yeah, the whole regime and rules and stuff like these, pff, come on, really? Anyway, Eagle didn't expect such a simple mistake to lead to such irreparable consequences.
But, sir, you haven't seen my survival skills presentation.
She won't let this chance slip away from her like this, not again. I don't need to. Look behind you. There's a whole line of people waiting to speak to me. A scout must always help others, remember? She doesn't need to turn back to know that there's an orderly line of boys behind her, each with their eyes fixed on her. She lowers her eyes and obediently recites the section of the Scout Oath.
Help other people at all times.
that's right.
Exactly. If you really want to be a scout, you should start acting like one.
But, sir...
You're also forgetting another law. A scout obeys orders. Something you're failing to do right now. This is so... This is so biting itself in the ass right now, right? Like, you cannot be a scout, but follow the scout rules. Fuck you. God.
Understood. Sorry.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. Good God.
It's okay. It's okay.
She whispers to herself, playing as her own comforter.
Father.
What would Father do if he was rejected?
Mission? Find a missing chemical plant. Oh, is she overhearing a conversation? Fragments of a conversation drift through the partially open door ahead. Eagle halts, subconsciously holding her breath to better hear it. As she carefully draws nearer to the source, the voice becomes clearer. His name is Xavier. I repeat, Xavier was last seen near the chemical plant. Your next mission is to find Xavier and take him back. Scout Manual, Essential Virtues, Article 3. Be acute and seize opportunities. Okay. And then she goes to search for the Xavier, huh? Also, this might be way shorter than I thought it's gonna be, considering it's... I thought it's gonna be long, cause 8 parts. But I keep forgetting that Eagle is a lower rarity character. Alright, let's see. Young detective. Anytime, anywhere, always serious work. Shh, did you hear what he just said? Okay. The worn-down factory welcomes a pair of neatly dressed visitors. Ignoring the workers and their looks, they walk over to an open space by a machine. Oh, hi. Here we are. Please watch your step.
I really wonder.
Ah, hi. Hi. Very prominently displayed character there, even though your silhouette is barely visible. A factory filled with a load of run-down machinery. So, what's our mission? To improve the environment here, you need to cleanse this chemical plant with the arcane purification equipment provided. When you're done, you should perform a feasibility test to make sure all the machines are functioning properly. Me? Do the whole thing? We believe you're competent enough to do so. While you prepare, we'll evacuate the workers and put up a maze net to ensure no one is injured or disturbs you. We'll make sure you have a safe and undisturbed working environment, as you stipulated.
I'm flattered. By the way, do you smell something funny? Like burning fat?
No, this place shouldn't have any fat. But when we scouted out the site, we did deploy a number of stinky walking cleaning Stinky walking cleaning balls? What?
Interesting.
Ah, that must be it. Well, now it smells like stinky socks. Yikes. Anyway, remind me again what we're doing here?
Cleansing the chemical plant and performing a feasibility test. These measures are part of an agreement made between the Foundation and a number of severely polluted chemical plants. More Lapla staff members will come to assist you later.
Please ask him to hurry. Also, ask them to bring the latest gas masks, will you?
Uh-huh. Alright, X. Scout Manual Safety. Article 6. Always assess the surroundings before taking action. With their excellent tracking and concealment skills, Eagle follows the scout team to the destination of their mission. A chemical plant in the suburbs. Amid the employees evacuating the factory, she watches the two members at the back of the scout team from a distance.
They're staying behind. I can't hear them from here. Should I get closer?
She carefully closes the distance, keeping to the shadows to hide herself.
Alright, now I can hear them.
This place gives me the creeps. Xavier must be really brave to come here. Mike was right. His secret mission must be a tough one. What? You really think he hasn't been home for 2 days because of some secret mission? Mike isn't a detective, you know. He's just making stuff up.
Secret mission.
I still think this is what's the word? A kidnapping. Huh, you're so wrong. Adults always think that if a good boy runs away from home, he must have been kidnapped. But I don't think so. I think Xavier came here for a secret mission. To break up a huge evil plan being hatched in an abandoned factory like in the comic books, you know? You can't be serious. If anything breaks, it'll be our noses. This place stinks.
Something's not right.
Something's wrong with the environment here.
Sure does, but whoever finds Xavier will be promoted to team leader. I'll keep searching, even if my nose falls off.
Oh. Did she just make a sound? Oh, no. I think she reacted because he said team leader.
Today's the day I become a team leader. I can feel it.
Okay.
Then why don't you go to the front of the team? That dummy George might find him first if you don't. He did win the same number of badges as you for the charity sale. Hey, I'm staying here to protect you. And just you wait, I'll figure out a way to beat him. Whatever you say. I think we've circled back on ourselves now. I think you're right. Let's catch up with the others.
The boys walk away, still deep in conversation. Eagle emerges from her hiding place, holding the pocket watch hung around her neck. The light on her arcane skill extends from the watch. It points in the opposite direction, to the boys.
They've left.
Actually, yeah, I don't even know what her arcane skill is. I don't know, I honestly don't remember.
I better hurry too.
Eagle stops herself. Don't rush into things. That's what she learned from the manual. She takes a deep breath, straightens her bow, and starts forming a mission brief, like a real scout would do.
Name: Xavier. Sex: male. Age between 7 and 18. Lives with his parents. Last seen around the chemical plant. Maybe on secret mission.
Also, I'm starting to think, right, considering X is there, is X's name Xavier, maybe? Actually, yeah, his real name never got brought up. If he even has one. Anyway,
Whoever finds the missing person will be promoted to team leader of the scout team. Whoever finds Xavier will be promoted. Then if I find him, will I have a chance to? A chance to join the scouts?
She grasps the pocket watch tighter, as if to gain courage from it. The light of her arcane skill shines as firmly as the caster's gaze.
I will do my best.
I need to find Xavier before they do.
Alright. So that's her motive here. Neat. Interesting. I do wonder then if Xavier is X's name. If that's the person they're looking for, that is. We'll see. Maybe it's just a coincidence. An investigator's guidebook. Naive contemplation and solemn handwriting. A discourse of experience.
There are arcane skill fluctuations all around here.
It's unusual for there to be so many fluctuations out here in the suburbs. The idea of a secret mission grows even more convincing in her mind.
Secret mission. Maybe that's why there are so many fluctuations. And that's why they keep walking in circles. There's some arcane skill, or maybe an arcane item that's messing with them.
Oh yeah, whatever the spell is that the net that the Foundation set up. It's pretty much distracting everybody. She murmurs to herself, her head tilted in thought.
I can't be sure for now.
She decides to cast her arcane skill one more time. She closes her eyes and concentrates hard. She senses a tiny spark of life. She opens her eyes to find a small, fluffy surprise before her.
Puppy! Huh? Puppy!
Alright, sorry.
Puppy? What are you doing here?
Aww. The puppy nuzzles her ankle and looks up at her, as if begging for food. Eagle rummages in her pockets and pulls out a half-eaten granola bar. Okay, hopefully that doesn't actually have chocolate. This is not good. It's not good for dogs.
You're hungry, aren't you? Do you want some of my granola bar? I can give you some.
Okay.
The ground's dirty. Just eat it from my hand. I'll break it up for you. Here you are. Oh!
The puppy devours the bar, turns tail, and leaves. Wow.
Wait, that's a dead end.
Nope, probably not. Probably doesn't affect dogs.
Huh?
What's this?
At least it was a dead end. Is there a gap here that the arcane skill doesn't cover? Or maybe I just didn't spot it before. It's probably just a blind spot. Dog holes are often hard to notice.
Over there.
Oh, this corner's on my right, so I can use the right-hand rule. I'm glad I spent the time to learn that one now.
Uh-huh. The puppy scampers away. She hesitates. What matters more, a puppy or a mission that isn't hers?
Alright, focus on the mission and find Xavier.
As her father once taught her, an arcane skill can never perfectly disguise something. There will always be a flaw. Observe carefully, and you will find it. She scans the mud, the puddles, and the puppy's footprints.
Footprints!
She cheerfully squats down, searching for other useful clues.
No other tracks around. Father said there are arcane skills that can remove all kinds of evidence. Maybe Xavier has this skill. If you're ever in a situation like that, use your arcane skill. But remember, don't push yourself too hard. I'll try again.
For the third time, she casts her arcane skill. Scout Manual, Essential Virtues, Article 5. Be humble and prudent. Make rational assumptions. Is this a rational assumption? I mean, she is approaching it rationally. Back to our boy.
Progress report 10%.
No need to mention those trivial accidents.
Oh no, don't fall, don't. Well, there goes attempt number 14. Building the purification equipment has yet again ended in failure. There's not enough space, and the wires buckled under the weight.
Oh god, he's building a Rube Goldberg machine.
Let me check the pollution rate before I try again.
I regret to inform you.
Uh-oh, even if I started the purification process when I was born, I wouldn't see much improvement in the pollution levels using this equipment. Then, why would someone use it? It's simple, yes, but completely useless. Like the total opposite of a Goldberg machine. Or maybe they just gave me the wrong equipment. Regardless, it doesn't help me with my problem. And I'm here to solve problems, not create new ones. Right, let's take a closer look at this latest advancement in Laplace equipment.
This is a discovery.
Oh, you have a nice bearing. I'll just borrow that. Now we're talking. There's still time to save this place.
Uh-huh. Are you saving it or are you doing some shenanigans?
Oh.
Her breath quickens.
I think I found something.
The markings on of an arcane skill. She follows them into the factory. She gradually narrows the search as the traces converge to a single location, as if magnetized to it. This spot doesn't seem to be concealed at all.
Over there.
The fluctuation of an arcane skill. North, behind the 11th pillar from the center. I found it.
Uh-huh.
I hate to say this, but if you don't make it here by sunset, the gas mask will be useless to me.
My apologies. The Laplace staff member is on the way. We appreciate your patience. He sighs. For a moment he wants to hang up, but he stops himself.
Progress report. I am now suffering from anosmia and will suffocate in 1 hour. If I'm lucky, I'll feel a little pain before I lose consciousness. Seriously, have you thought to confirm whether the staff have been kept out by your own maze net? Hello? Huh? They've already hung up. Well, I'll take that as my get out of jail free card to do whatever I want here.
This is a discovery.
Since no one's here yet, does this mean they've invented a truly impenetrable protective tool? If it can't be broken by their own people, then surely it can't be broken by anyone. Absolute safety. What an invention! Anyway, maybe it's better they don't come. I can already see them denying my genius suggestions. Suggestion rejected. Please follow the rules. And I'll say, rejection rejected. Please improvise. Then again, if I am going to improvise, an assistant would be helpful.
Done.
Alright, almost there. But I still feel like there's something missing. What could it be?
It's illegal. Well, there's your assistant.
Excuse me. Maybe... Who's that? Sorry to interrupt. Are you Xavier?
The meeting happened. Oh boy. But is it a good meeting or is it a bad meeting? Let's see. Giving a hand. Humanity has survived through mutual aid, a fact no degree of modernity can erase. I mean, Yeah? Survived and improved. Oh god, the goofy music. Yes? The two youngsters stare at each other in stunned silence. They see confusion in each other's eyes.
A kid? Here?
I really wonder.
Wait, how did you get in? Eagle recalls another article in the Scout Manual. Scout Manual Safety, Article 9. Avoid giving out personal information to strangers.
You hardly look like an adult yourself.
To her surprise, Xavier smiles. Xavier. I see what's going on here.
You do?
Of course, you're here for me, right? Otherwise you would have screamed, ah, a moving banana or something. What? What?
Banana? What are you talking about?
Banana, orange, something like that. The maze net warps any trespasser's cognition, making them think of themselves and others as fruits. It stops them from moving any closer, since fruits don't have limbs. Wait, really? Really? That's what it does? That is hilarious. Anyway. Why are you saying anyway? Anyway, congratulations on passing through the maze net with your sanity still intact. At least I think it's still intact. So you're the staff member they sent? Better late than never. Come, I could use your help.
Okay.
Okay, then?
She looks up at the gigantic equipment in amazement. Her curiosity quickly eclipses the question she intended to ask.
Wow.
What's this?
What is this, thing? Is this your secret mission?
Mission, yes. Secret, maybe. It's, off the record, if you know what I mean. As you can see, I'm performing this mission according to what this place really needs.
It looks,
spectacular? Magnificent? Go ahead. You can say both. But there's something missing, and I'm still trying to figure out what it is. By the way, why aren't you wearing a uniform? A question asked with no ill intention still stings her. Eagle subconsciously tightens her grip on her pocket watch. It's hard to tell the truth to a stranger. But a scout should always be honest. She doesn't have a choice.
No, I didn't.
I'm not an official member.
Oh, so you're an intern. Actually, I'm wondering right now if she's in like casual clothing or something. Maybe? I don't know. Because he's asking about you. I mean, he obviously means a foundation uniform, right? But I mean, she technically, while in her basic sprite, she's basically in a scout uniform, which is a uniform. So I don't know. I'm just speculating here what they mean. Anyway. Oh, so you're an intern.
All right.
It's okay. Maybe they'll make you a full-fledged member after this. Don the white uniform, become a loyal...
A loyal what?
Oh, never mind. Oh, I figured out what's missing. Come, give me a hand.
Sorry.
What's wrong? Aren't you here to help?
Actually, I'm here to take you back, Mr. Xavier.
Makes sense, since you don't have any gas masks with you. And just call me X.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't have that information.
Didn't you check the mission briefing before you came here?
The others have it, but I got separated from them.
Do they have the gas masks?
Gas
What's
masks?
this?
What's a gas mask? Sorry, I should have collected more information.
Sorry.
Sir, if you really need this gas mask, I'll go find it for you.
Oh boy. Interesting. I mean, of course she's a kid and everything, but has she never heard the words gas mask? Ah, okay. X looks puzzled. How could she not know what a gas mask is? My thoughts. Perhaps this assistant is from this era, before they became widely used. I mean, yeah, true, but still, gas masks were around for quite a while. I mean, to be fair, the widely used cases of gas masks come from like World War I, World War II, of course. But afterwards, I think they kind of start to be like a more normalized and used thing all over the place because of industry and stuff, just as protection, right? Still, she's a kid, so who knows?
It's time.
Forget it. I've got more important things to do. I don't want to miss this opportunity. You know, those old fogies are never willing to embrace new ideas.
Understood.
You're right. There are more important things to do.
Yeah, they're gonna vibe. These two are gonna vibe very well. Eagle takes a deep breath. She doesn't want to miss this chance. She raises her hand and stares at X with a firm look.
Sir, please come with me. As for the gas mask, I'll
Whoosh. Suddenly a critter fur brush pulled from one of the machines shoots through the air and makes its way straight for Eagle. It lands on her sleeve, gently sweeping off the dust that has gathered on it.
What's this?
What's going on?
Forget the rules and regulations. You passed through the net. So I already know you're much more capable than the others. And if you help me finish this task, I'll give my recommendation. Deal? What a surprising offer. I love how these two are talking about completely separate subjects. It's so goofy.
Recommendation?
She decides to seize this opportunity.
Please, give me your command.
First, help me get this thing up and running. Then we'll talk about what to do next. Clock's ticking, understand? We don't have much time. Also, I'm absolutely 100% willing to bet that X already knows what's going on here. he's just being X. Oh boy.
Okay.
Copy that.
He's just stringing her up. He's just pulling her along for whatever the hell he is doing right now. Oh god. Alright. Listen to your gut. Trust her. Trust him? Do we trust him? We'll trust him until he stabs us in the back, I guess. With the help of Eagle, a massive Goldberg machine begins to take shape. Of course. The intricate machinery expands into the depths of the plant with a dizzying amount of complexity. You know, it's not exactly what I had planned originally, but it shouldn't adversely affect the results.
Speaking of, Mr. I wanted to ask, why does the smoke purification device need so many, explosives?
You're impeccably perceptive for an intern. He blinks at her and turns back to appreciate his masterpiece. Don't worry about it. We're just recycling the base components from the explosives.
So, are we done? Maybe we can go back as soon as...
Just need to adjust the circuit here. Sorry, what did you say?
Are we going back?
Of course, no problem.
Sure. Where else could we go if not back? And of course, I won't forget about your recommendation letter when I get back.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, but before that, would you mind providing me with that unit we extracted from the Purification Master 2.0?
Got it.
Eagle hands him the unit. X kneels down, comparing it to the blank space on the machine. That won't do. It's the size isn't compatible. It's the size its size isn't compatible. The there is bothering me. Anyway. This would be the optimal use case for Laplace's all-in-one toolkit 5.0. You didn't happen to bring one along, did you?
Laplace?
What?
Sorry.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking, your parents are probably really worried about you. Maybe we should head back.
Oh. As soon as she finishes her sentence, there is a sharp turn in the mood between them. X stands, turning to her with the device still in his palm. His mouth curves into a smile, but it doesn't seem so friendly anymore. It'd be better for you to not concern yourself too much with that.
Why?
No, shouldn't you go check on your other compatriots? They've been lost in the maze a bit too long. Damn. I mean, I know from his anecdote how scary he can get, but yeah, when he becomes serious, he is ooh. There's a malice there. Eagle paces back and forth near the entrance of the seam. There is no sign of the puppy.
The seam is bigger. I guess the maze net thing is fading. Good thing no one's noticed it yet. I need to hurry up before they come.
The Boy Scouts are still stuck in their merry-go-round, circling one another over and over. She nearly laughs at the sight, but is soon overwhelmed by a wave of guilt and awkwardness.
Maybe Xavier doesn't get along with his parents. Or maybe it's something else.
She rubs her pocket watch. Its metal shell is lined with scratches over a smooth surface.
But no matter what, I shouldn't have spoken up like that. I should apologize. That is what a good scout has got to do. Right.
Eagle looks back at the top of the plant, determined.
I have to go back to Xavier.
Okay, also, he is definitely not Xavier, it's literally just a coincidence. Hey, welcome back! Perfect timing. We're all set. All we need now is the right vantage from which to enjoy it. This chimney should work.
Mr. Xavier.
Half of his body is sunk into the chimney pipe. Oh, God. Again, call me X.
Mr. X, be careful.
Shh. Save your words for the way back. Come on, the spectacle is about to begin.
But,
can you get up here on your own?
Okay.
Yes, just need a second or two.
Completely unaware of what's to come, she climbs up the cement chimney and stands next to X. Scout Manual Essential Virtues, Article 8. Ask less, act more. Hold on to something.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Then...
It's time.
Let's get the show on the road. Oh boy. Flashbang. Uh-huh. Is the building falling apart? That is one way to cleanse the thing, just bury it into the ground, I guess. Okay. An explosive answer. Explosion is a truly universal art. Art is explosion. Oh my god. I'm getting Naruto flashbacks. I'm getting Shippuden flashbacks. Also Konosuba flashbacks. Explosion! Sorry. The plan collapses in a catastrophic rumble, spewing up a cloud of dust. There was nothing in the scout manual that accounted for a circumstance like this. Her mouth lies open and slack-jawed. A synthetic earthquake. Oh, to the credit of the maestro beside her, a synthetic earthquake! That's what he made? Okay. Yeah, he is a scary motherfucker. Even when you know what's coming, it still never ceases to amaze, am I right?
Mr. X.
Yeah?
I thought you said this was a smoke purification device.
I did say that. What better way of purifying smoke is there than getting rid of it altogether? I mean, he isn't wrong, but good god.
But, it's not...
I promise, kid, it's completely safe. Before you got here, we evacuated the plant, so neither humans nor Arcanists were harmed.
And critters.
And none of them too. No one will have even noticed. The maze net should prevent all the noise from leaking.
But the maze net isn't working anymore. I came in through a seam in it.
Oh, alright. Well, no big deal. Just like it's no big deal that you're not really an intern from Laplace. Yeah.
What?
Her heartbeat shoots up, her grip tightening on her pocket watch so hard that the clasp pocket pokes into her skin. Yeah, you're not from Laplace. Albeit you figure out some way in through the maze net. I'm impressed. Laplace technology isn't easily beat.
I really wonder.
I'm curious though. How did you locate me here? Did you use some arcane gadgets?
Something's not right.
No, just my arcane skill. Wait, who are you? Are you Xavier or not?
I'm X. The realization sets in. He never once accepted the name she labeled him with.
Yes, right. You did say that. So then you're X.
A gaggle of whirling Boy Scouts interrupts her revelation.
Told you I'd figure it out. That crash was huge. Must have freaked out Xavier. So he'll probably run out from there.
The maze net has definitely failed then.
I need to find the real Xavier. I am...
Hey, aren't you the girl that was bothering our scout leader? Hasn't he told you like 100 times already? Girls can't join the scouts.
It wasn't 100 times.
Why don't you give up already? Whoever heard of a scout in a skirt?
No, I don't agree.
I think the Scottish Scouts might hold a different opinion on that. He has a point. He has a point. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about the quilts. Good one. Good one.
Who are you? Don't tell me because I don't care what they do there. Here, don't tell me because I don't care what they do there. Here in Washington, girls can't be scouts. Just look at that dumb old rag on her. Not even close to a real sash.
Step aside, please.
Look! Wait a second. They were here when this place exploded. It must be their fault. What if Xavier is buried down there? What if he's dead? Some scout you are. Yeah, even if you did get let in, we'd never swap scars with you. Xavier can't be... Mr. X said no one was harmed. Where's George? Are the rest of them still walking in circles?
I'm leaving. Get out of the way, please.
Who says you can leave?
Sorry, why can't you leave?
You should.
Because if we can't find Xavier, then we've got to take her in. It's probably her fault this place blew up.
I will do my best.
I'm going to find Xavier.
Oh yeah? How? You don't even know what he looks like.
The boys stand together, blocking her way out. She stops. The thought of barging right through them crosses her mind, but just looking at their uniforms makes her too bitter to start.
If he's not here, then he's got to be somewhere else. No matter what,
You'll find him. Now there's no place for him to hide. You'll find him sooner or later.
Don't worry. I
And
can
you know
deal
what?
with it.
And you know what? Even if you don't, you can go back to La Place with me. I can tell you're a kid carrying a heavy burden, and kids like you always need to do something. Anything. So, want to find something that you can do? Eagle stares at him blankly, unsure of what he really means. She decides to focus on her current mission.
Thank you.
No, thank you, sir. I will find it on my own, with my arcane
Skill. The moment she says it out loud, she'll have outed herself as an Arcanist. She won't need to hide anything anymore, but then the possibility of ever joining the Scouts will shoot right down to 0. Oh, good. Are they even not accepting actual Arcanists? Probably not. Probably not, alright. God. Thankfully, a cheerful bark interrupts her words.
Puppy!
The missing puppy runs toward her, snuggling her feet like an old friend. Is the puppy gonna be Xavier? Is the puppy Xavier? I'm gonna laugh my ass off if the puppy is Xavier.
Oh, it's you.
The puppy is Xavier. They were looking for a puppy?
Xavier? Is that you?
The puppy barks back, as if confirming his identity. Oh. That's all he says. That's all he says. Oh. Yes, congratulations, you're demoted to dog. Alright, deep. I didn't even see this when I was scrolling through this earlier. The puppy comes home. A close call, but all's well that ends well. Alright. X demoted to a puppy. Nice. I love it. The moment Xavier touches Eagle's feet, the dim lines around him disappear. He seems to notice it as well, chasing his tail as if looking for its invisible trace. Somehow puppies always manage to be the smartest in the room, even when outdoors.
It's you.
Seems like he likes you. I thought I heard something barking before. And you proved me right.
Hey, we found Xavier! That reward is ours!
You didn't find him. He found us.
What did you say? Let's see if he meets the description. Brown, curly fur, tag on his collar.
Eagle gently grasps the dog's collar and wipes the dust from his tag.
Turns out you were here with me the whole time.
It's got an X on it. X for Xavier.
What a coincidence! That is so funny. That is so funny, actually. You're a puppy. How do you like it? I might make a Root Goldberg machine and test it out on you.
That's right.
That's him, all right.
Xavier answers with an upbeat woof.
So, how do we take him back? Let me try. Xavier! Hey, he snapped at me!
The scout's manual clearly says never to reach for a distressed animal. He seems to trust me. I can take him back with you.
You're not even a scout. Who says you can go with us?
Because I don't think Xavier will go along with you little credit-stealing twerps. Am I right? The puppy looks up affectionately at X. He smiles back. Also, weren't you just asking her to go back with you?
Mr. X, are those people
this?
over there your partners? Their clothes are similar to yours.
What? Oh, shoot! Even before he can read their expressions, the look on the people approaching in white spells trouble for him.
Sorry.
That's an emergency. See you later.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. X. See you.
What's going on with him?
Don't know. Let's just go back.
He's in deep shit. He destroyed a building.
I see.
I understand. Now take Xavier out to Mrs. Clark. She's waiting for him.
What about her? She and her weirdo friend blew up the...
Scouts, you don't have to report it for me.
let's go, Matt. Whose side are you even on?
I think that...
I just think maybe Xavier will want to see his own owner soon.
The boys take the dog and leave. The little disturbance doesn't distract Eagle. She stares intently at the scout leader, hanging on every word he might say. A simple distraction may lead to serious consequences. She has learned her lesson. As the leader looks at her, she straightens her back even more.
Sir, I want to join the scouts.
Kid, it's not even been 6 hours since the last time I turned you down. I haven't changed my mind.
Now?
Besides, all I've got is your word that says you're the one that found Xavier. Eagle wrings her hands. Despite all the instructions in the scout manual to the contrary, she blurts out.
If you don't trust me, why did you ask me to stay?
There is a mix of pain and confusion in the question.
Because?
Because I know Matt well. He wouldn't make something like this up.
So you believe me?
I think that...
I believe them, and what they told me is that factory crumbled to pieces and the noise is what brought Xavier out.
So...
Now, Matt blamed you and your friend, but I can't see how two teenagers could take down a whole building. And anyway, he agreed you were the one that brought the dog back. So, against my better judgment, if your friend vouches for you, I'll give you the merit badge. A tempting offer. Her eyes glint, but the light soon fades. She doesn't even know where to find this so-called friend. What? You don't think your friend will come? She clenches her pocket watch, rubbing the cover. Its familiar scratches give her the courage to speak.
I can vouch for myself, sir. I'll show you my arcane skill.
Arcane skill? Of course, arcane skill. Like that's going to prove anything.
Sir...
Two choices, young lady. Either ask your friend to vouch for you and get the badge, or give up and don't come back. Either way, don't ever mention your arcane skill again. Don't waste my time.
What a bunch of douchebags.
Alright, final part. A butterfly flaps its wings. That makes way more sense now. Okay. Donning new attire, shedding that thick cocoon, the day my shadow finally eclipses his. Uh-huh. Alone in the cemetery, Eagle stands in front of her father's tombstone. She hadn't been alone long. Only a few moments ago, a stranger had been there, leaving her with a troubled mind. It's already difficult enough to keep composed whenever she's here.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Dad. Did you hear what he just said? It isn't too far from Lorenz here.
She crouches over and props up the flowers she brought. Petals from the last time are still caught in the creases of the stone. Loss makes you age beyond your years. It can't be helped, but maturity has its benefits.
Really?
He said he was your colleague, that you used to be friends. Like Matt and his friends? But I don't really understand. He mentioned Lorenz and Laplace. What was that all about? Should I know anything about them? And if I do this, what does that mean? Am I following in your footsteps? I can memorize every word in the Scout's manual, but
Sorry.
But I'll never know if I made you proud.
Oh. She shakes her head, trying to rid herself of that thought.
A few days ago, back in Brooklyn, I met someone else. He, did talk about it already? Did I talk about it already? He asked me a question, but I didn't answer. I didn't know how to answer. He asked me, want to find something that you can do? Just like what Mr. X said to me. I'm just confused, Dad. But maybe one day I'll understand, right?
Her gaze turned from the worn old sash in her hands back to the tombstone.
Right, I will.
Where are we now? She's passing through alleys and over fences, swift as a breath of wind. It'd been a few days since she and her mom came to visit her aunts. The first thing to do after settling in was to get the lay of the land. She's learned to do this well, anything to protect her mother and herself.
Over there.
Next corner, turn right, and then half a block away. I need to hurry up, or Mom will get worried.
She leaps lightly into the room without drawing any attention. Oh, she snuck out, I'm guessing. Would be a better place.
Hi, Mom, I'm back. Mom?
Oh, hi. Not your mom, but welcome back.
Huh? But, Mr. X, why are you here?
I said see you later, remember?
You... Oh, look at you. Your shirt is all wet. Go change out of those clothes. Next time I'll go with you, so you don't get up to trouble. Sorry, Mom, but there's something, I need your advice. Alright, but we're drying your hair first. I met a man in the cemetery, and he said he worked with Dad. Do you think you might know him?
Uh-huh. She looks over to X as she talks to her mom. X makes a gesture to the door. Eagle shakes her head disapprovingly.
It's possible, sweetie, especially if he recognized you. But I couldn't say without seeing him myself. But please be careful talking to strangers, especially with you're out there all alone. He told me Father wasn't just in the military, but also a member of Lorenz. I don't know what that is, but if Dad worked there, then maybe I can join them instead of the Scouts? Sweetheart, all I ever wanted is for you to be healthy and happy. You can join the Scouts or Lorenz or anything. I will support you no matter what.
That sounds like one of my colleagues. Take this question as the continuation of that conversation. Would you like to join Laplace with me?
I don't know what Laplace or Lorenz are. But are girls allowed to join?
Oh, we don't care about any of that. You can join us even if you're neither a boy nor a girl. But that's really beside the point. As far as you are concerned, Laplace and Lorenz are two different organizations, but we share an office. It's not far from here, actually. I can give you a more detailed introduction if you like.
But my dad is gone. I need to take care of my mom. Besides, we don't live here, so I can't stay long.
But your mom just told me you're moving.
Is that true? Well, your aunties are here and I want to be closer to your father. Though I still can't bear to go there. But I will one day. But why me? I didn't really help all that much.
Nah, you were a perfect assistant. Remember, you helped me with that equipment. Or was that someone else?
This is a discovery.
Besides, you successfully found X, both of us, which showed your acute observation skills and capability under pressure. All in all, I think you'd be wasted on the scouts. You deserve to shine bright, not waste your time collecting tin badges.
I do?
You heard me. And I'm here to show you another way.
This is...
What's this?
Oh, it is her lab attire, okay.
A uniform. It's a little like yours.
Really?
Is this an official uniform?
Yes, and this is the other way I'm offering you. The way to the institution... Institutum. The way to the Institutum Lorenz.
Lorenz. Another way.
That's right. Because after that mission, I think you shouldn't be looking for a puppy, but a butterfly. Oh, this has all sorts of implications. Oh, this has all sorts of implications. This was interesting. Ah. Okay. So her dad was part of Lorenz, huh? Ooh. Ooh, and he also passed away. That even... it brings up even more questions. Ooh. Ooh, okay. I still have her file, story, and voice lines before I'm gonna finish with thoughts. But first, before I do that, the record thing here up above. Let's see. What shines on the medal? Oh, little Joyce hasn't heard their tales of valor? Come sit on my lap, and grandfather will tell you them, one by one, a veteran with medal. Nobles laud honor above life, for life is transient, but honor makes it immortal, an outstanding ancient poet. Okay. Wholesale badges, ribbons, and banners, customizing precious memories for tens of thousands of youths nationwide. Advertising wall, okay. On a mundane afternoon, for the first time in my life, the lady in the mailroom called my name. It was an unnamed gratitude, no different from any medal I've ever worn. The 8th exceptional member who earned a medal? Huh? Years later, they may be lost, but these glorious deeds will never be forgotten. Okay, the 8th exceptional member who earned a medal? I have no clue. I have no clue. Unless this is Eagle herself? Would this be the first time I would actually hear a quotation line from the same character as what the anecdote was about in this record type thing? Maybe? But yeah, I don't know. Someone tell me who this is supposed to be or what the speculation is. Who this is? I have no clue. Behind the scout manual, human character is formed during childhood. Therefore, all virtues should be cultivated in children. A home tutor. Look, yeah, true, but humans also change during their entire lives, depending on environment. Children, we advocate you earn your own military expenses to buy your uniforms, but please do so within your means. Jobs like bodyguard, mechanic, and truck driver are not quite suitable for you yet, a scout leader. He bowed to me, murmuring something about doing good deeds anonymously, then turned and ran. Huh, what a lovely lad, a lost merchant. Rules must be supported by force, or they will be reduced to ashes. A special judge. My dear old first 5-star medic slash attacker slash I will be your judge and executioner lady. Anyway, they tie knots in handkerchiefs, reminding themselves to do a good deed each day. Cute. On social interactions, that girl was talkative, humorous, and charming, and we hit it off from the get-go. It took me a whole year to realize she just wanted someone to practice Spanish with. A crying young man! Oh no, friend-zoned. I used to practice smiling in the mirror, carefully considering the tone of my greetings, making sure every strain of hair was in the perfect place. Those were the days. An old man in a rocking chair. The secret to getting along is companionship, patience, and just the right amount of listening. From the very first meeting, anonymous message board. Seeing through the truth without revealing it often makes necessary socializing much easier. Leader of the Field Agent Squad. Leader of the Field Agent Squad. Seeing the truth without revealing it often makes necessary socializing much easier. I'm actually not sure. These are always by playable characters. I can only think of Sonetto. Maybe? Often leads to inflated expectations or ridiculous misunderstandings. Okay. Green attire. This velvet fabric from an old curtain saved my poor life of struggling from total shabbiness. A penniless poet. Give me back my clothes. I don't want to dress like a little girl. I don't want to. A flustered boy. Don't pine for those jewels and laces. This uniform is the most luxurious dress imaginable. A female veteran. Sometimes I wish to become a tuft of moss. Look, just like the splashes of salt water on the hem of the skirt. Slowly growing, slowly spreading. A sick girl. Okay, the name is escaping me, but the little girl with the medical equipment around her. A vibrant and extravagant color, suitable for all kinds of flourishing life. Okay. And the last part, standard uniform. Just as droplets merge into the ocean, we unite our efforts. A loyal soldier of Xeno. 2 jobs were laid before me. One well paid, one with boundless prospects. I chose neither because they both required a uniform. Maverick young man. Shedding the exuviae of the past, I hope I said it right, donning a new school uniform, the self turns a page and possibilities continue to grow. A speech at the entrance ceremony. The material is sturdy. The coverage is tight. Nothing feels safer than this. I'd rather wear it 24 hours a day. An artificial somnambulism therapist. Oh, Mesmer? I'm presuming? Yeah, she is tied to the somnambulism stuff. I'm guessing. I'm only not sure on the first one then who is that supposed to be. And the one that I said that sounds like Sonetto. Even though the paths have diverged, the sparrow's undying dream still fills the heart with fervor. Alright, this was interesting, and yeah, her lineage definitely has some interesting implications towards the whole, towards the Lorenz specifically. I wonder if they're gonna bring her back in the future for some stuff, considering her possibility. I mean, obviously she wouldn't know anything about it, but I wonder if they're gonna bring her back if something about her dad gets revealed or something like that. But yeah, very interesting. She definitely feels like she's somehow very heavily tied into this whole butterfly thing, of course. But yeah, we'll see. Very interesting, however, very interesting. But before we head to the pre-storm protocol thing, first her file and voice files. All right, let's see. She's on 100% bond, so we have everything unlocked in game. So let's see what we have. Eagle. An Arcanist's work, exhibited in the 1910s. Oh, that's how far back she goes. For 13 years. Okay. Okay, that explains a bit more why she would not be aware of what a gas mask is. It is. Okay, that makes more sense now. I thought she was from a later period, like the 40s, 50s maybe? Somewhere around there. Okay, wow, she's from the beginning of the century, holy shit. Okay, completed in summer on July 21st. Exhibited in Washington, D.C., USA, and later the exhibit was kept in the Institutum Lorenz. Interesting. Alright. Medium insignia, inspired innocence of the buds plant, environmental perception. Fragrance note, Schiffer, Cyper, mint, freesia, papyrus. Papyrus, okay. Interesting choices there. Let's hear the voice lines.
The BSA number? I am so sorry. I don't have a number, but I will make every effort to do my best. Trust me, please.
I don't know where they recorded her, or if she was recording herself from home, but there's the usual echo that I hear in the background, which I hear almost every time I'm listening to any of my recordings. It's just the mic quality. Anyway.
It's cloudy again. What does Arlington look like now? In the future, I hope both boys and girls can join the Scouts. Freely.
I mean, you kinda got your wish.
I will make my plan, even when the commander is not here. You're here! Good morning. Let me help you put the tent away, please.
Huh. The difference in tone between...
In the future, I hope both boys and girls can join the Scouts. Freely.
Like the difference between the serious and just relaxed one.
Good morning. Let me help you put the tent away, please.
Good morning. Alright.
Good morning. I will sketch the way you wake up now in my diary.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Good evening. Please rest early. It's always right to have a regular schedule. The stars. They are so beautiful. If I stay longer... No, we should all go to bed. Good night.
Yeah, there is an echo. There is an empty room echo. Sorry. It's just funny when you notice it all of a sudden. Alright.
Am I wearing it right? If you want to get along with another Boy Scout, extend your left hand and firmly grasp their left hand. This is how we greet each other.
Alright.
I have my father's military badge in my necklace. It will lead my way.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. The necklace I get. The military badge, huh? Actually, which one is that? Is that the wings? I'm guessing that's the wings. Or is it this thing on her collar? What was it?
I have my father's military badge in my necklace.
Okay, she was just touching the watch.
It will lead my way.
Okay.
All the soldiers were collecting badges. So was father, wasn't he? When I collect enough badges, I will give him all of them.
Oh,
Tough. Brave. Never give up. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
Please praise me. Will you?
some of this stuff is melting my heart right now anyway.
Yes, I'm here. Do you need my help? I like
excuse
photos
me?
very much. It's the arcane skill that allows people to never fade. Let's take pictures together later. It is you who convinced me that even if I don't join the Boy Scouts, I could stand on my own.
Nice.
Be prepared. I will assist you to keep the battle under control. Hooah!
Excuse me, what?
Hooah!
Alright.
Forward! Copy that. This is Eagle. Target found.
Scree! Sorry.
Ha! Please don't worry about me. Target locked. The Eagle's eyes. Floss, take the offensive. Hang in there. Did I meet your expectations? Is this a reward for me?
Oh, and I'm missing the last one. The last one is probably from promotion. Hold on, I can do that very quick. She's a low rarity. I have the resources.
Thank you for your appreciation, Commander. I will not stop making efforts.
Oh, she gets oh, that's actually neat. She gets the the coat she got for Lorenz. Okay. Okay, that's very cute. Alright, bottom of inside, that was it, right?
Thank you for your appreciation,
okay.
Commander.
That was literally that line just
I will
now.
not stop making efforts.
Alright, moving on to the items. Pocket watch. On the brass pocket watch is an engraving of an eagle spreading its wings. The watch seems normal, there's nothing special about its material or its design. Yes, I'm familiar with every scratch on it, she said. Of course. Self-made military hat. Its design is similar to that of the first Scout hat when the Boy Scouts of America was founded, only with more detail. Unlike the formal Scout hat, the badge was attached to it with a pin. The badge's collar, however, matches perfectly with the hat's, so it looks good on the hat. Alright, color coordination. Father's ribbon. Ah, this whole thing is from her dad. Okay. Yeah, price invaluable. A grass green sash which was given to the soldier when the Medal of Honor was awarded. It... Oof. He's a... Oh. He's someone who held the Medal of Honor? Holy hell, okay. It has turned dull green color after many washes. She wears it along with various medals and badges collected from all sorts of places. She also puts a hand-stitched rainbow pattern on it to add a touch of vibrancy. Oh, okay. Very cute. But a Medal of Honor recipient, ooh. This guy was definitely something, huh? Alright. Assemble, BSA. The progressive movement reached its height in the United States in the early 1900s, and society had high hopes for the younger generation. This resulted in the birth of the Boy Scouts program. Influenced by the Boy Scouts movement in England in 1907, a number of small Boy Scouts programs began to develop in the United States. In 1910, they were combined into one, and the Boy Scouts of America was thus founded. The Boy Scout movement attracted countless children. Young boys were eager to be part of it. They put on the green and grey uniforms, going from street to street holding their heads high. In 1912, Juliette Gordon Lowe founded the Girl Scouts in the United States. This was very encouraging news for many. There was a knock on the door at a house in Washington, D.C. Stop knocking. I think they've gone to Virginia to visit family and didn't say when they'd be back. When they'd be back. Oh, the last line talking about Eagle and her family and her mom? I guess? Interesting. Alright, part 2, Another Way. She solemnly placed the bouquet by the tombstone before her, and then closed her eyes. She clasped her hands, holding a photo between her palms as she murmured under her breath, "You are a mini version of him." She turned around to see who was behind her. It was a young boy, wearing some research center uniform, and there was a strange butterfly embroidered on his clothes. She said nothing but stared straight at him. "You are cautious, like your father." He did not seem to mind her being defensive. "We were colleagues. Those were good times." He pouted his lips at the tombstone. "Your father was not just part of the military." She listened closely, but he had no intention of continuing with the topic. "If you still want to be a Girl Scout, you can go back now." He paused. "Or do you want to try something else? It isn't too far from Lorenz here." Ah, this whole part is her meeting this person at the tombstone that we didn't get to see in the story just now. Okay, but this is like that whole part. That's what she was referencing. Okay, interesting. Interview. Okay, starting with Pandora. A tiny eagle in a large world. Funny. "You've been staring at me for 5 minutes.
Oh, my apologies. It's been 5 minutes and 23 seconds. I was just watching your lips.
That's observant of you to spot me so quickly. It's unusual, considering the weak arcane power I sense on you.
I am still not proficient in arcane skills.
Have you considered another outfit, like a uniform with a butterfly?"
Thank you for the suggestion, but I like what I'm wearing.
"Now that you've joined Lorenz, do you have any new plans in life?"
I'd like to excel in what I'm doing now."
"Maybe you can try and relax first, just like the other children do." Yeah, everybody is pushing her into Lorenz, essentially, which is very interesting. Either it's obviously because of her dad's connection and placement in Lorenz, or I don't know. Why would they be pushing her so hard to join Lorenz, outside of giving her an opportunity in life and stuff like that? Maybe there's also some kind of feeling of being indebted to her dad. I mean, the guy was a recipient of a Medal of Honor at the end of the day. But very interesting. Very interesting. Definitely interesting who and what she's connected to. Again, I've been noticing this trend with how many of these low rarities did I do anecdotes for now? I remember one at least before her, I think at least. But yeah, they all seem so far, at least the ones that I did, including Eagle right now, all seem to have some kind of very, very strong connection and relationship with the Foundation in general, which is very interesting, but also kind of makes sense if you think about it, because of the fact that these were some of the original characters, so they had room to write them in, right? From the very beginning. But yeah, very interesting. And again, like I said earlier, I wonder if they're gonna bring her somehow back, considering now her connection to X, but then also Lorenz now. Interesting. I'll keep my eyes open. But overall, very fun little anecdote for her. And the little implications were pretty darn interesting for the whole thing. But anyway, this is where we switch over to the second half of the episode. And we go and do some pre-storm protocol and see how that story is gonna go. So let's see if I can squeeze the rest of it into one single episode, shall we? Alright, last time I ended on day 2. Yeah, we basically did one day and saw how it begins. So let's see day 2 and what is gonna happen. Warning, type 3 cognitive contamination detected in the field exercise. Alright, what's this? Type 3 cognitive contamination. This type of cognitive contamination has an extreme impact on physical objects. Its items eroded by the storm may turn into junk when looting. Ah. Okay. I see a golden person down there. Oh, that's the direction I need to go in, I presume. Uh-huh. Okay, but also here. Legendary leftovers, sparkling unclaimed treasures waiting to be discovered. Sure. Natural amber. A desirable high-value item, merchants are willing to offer a high price for it. Okay, okay. Sure. Salt candy greatly increases allied critical hit rate when whatever this is in effect increases. Okay. They say that the mix of sweet and savory is addictive. That's what they say. Yaragua Gecko Amber. Greatly increases allied incantation might. The more of this or that gadgets equipped, the more is gained. Okay, dressed in gold, item time itself ceases the very moment the feast began. Okay, research notes and that stuff. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna presume the storm is coming from up here because of this distortion. Everything else looks kind of normal. So the safest route is probably gonna be going downstairs, but sure. Let's do that. Just gonna grab this person, whoever that is. Ordinary civilian. A man in a cowboy hat stands there, dead serious. Talk. Hello, how can I help you? Oh, I can just recruit him. When deployed in field exercise, increases selling price of items in the map shop by 10% on Safe Haven and the front lines of Bobble maps. Okay. Interesting. Container. First come, first served. Let's open it. Sure. What do you got? Fool's Gold. Desirable high-value item. Gold needs little introduction. It looks plain, but has fooled every observer. Surprise Capsule Alpha. A capsule engraved with the Alpha symbol, sealing a smile inside. Reveals one undiscovered assistant, enemy, or loot. Removed upon returning to the Silver Sanctuary. Okay, and those things again. Oh, okay. An enemy, there is a interesting looking recruit. And some boxes here, let's grab this first. Crates, loot them. Vinyl disc, who said I would like these? What do you mean these? What is this? Cornfield. It's freezing, your steps heavy. In the distance you spot a greenhouse. Go inside. Why is the music so serious? Here the world is frozen, barren, with no supplies, no people, not even critters. But it's in times like these that assumptions are broken. Inside this greenhouse, crops are growing. Corn? Can corn grow in this freezing place? It's a farm, but no one's here. You get out of your vehicle, the vehicle I don't have, your vehicle, and step inside. The whole place is empty, nothing like the haystacks and harvests you'd expect. Of course not. How could corn even grow in this frozen wasteland? As you rest, you hear a door open. Following the sound, you see a farmer walk in with bushels of corn in his arms. He spots you and assures you that all is fine, though he is glad to offer a traveler a place to rest. Thank you. You're puzzled equally by his corn and his welcome, but he just smiles and says he bought it from an upper-level store. In a few days they will come inspect his cornfields, so he bought a cartload to pile into the granary. Boring bureaucracy. You don't understand the point of it, but you respect his efforts. After all, such things aren't terribly uncommon in your own world. Before you leave, he gives you some supplies and invites you to come back someday to taste their homegrown potatoes. Sure. Oh, nice. The green ring, a desirable high-value item, okay. Elizabeth claims that this is her brother's lost necklace, though it's hard to say exactly where a snake's neck would be. I mean, the entire snake is a neck. Condenser? Desirable high-value item again. Musée 3/3 thinks we're much older than we really are. This item seems like a whimsical idea from the first Industrial Revolution. Aha. Alright. Alright, let's try and get to this guy. Critter leader ambushed. Alright. Battle. Is it regular critters? Oh, it's... it's a very familiar face! Hi. What are you doing here? In a way, the storm in this box is just as cruel as the one outside. But here, hard work is always rewarded, and that alone makes it more worthwhile than almost all other pursuits. Alright, research notes. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see who this is. Xeno Captain RD. Can I see? Oh yeah, I can. Xeno member. When deployed in field exercises, gain 100 research notes per vehicle type possessed at the start of District 73 and the front lines of Babel maps. Scout 2. When deployed in field exercise, grants 1 Mischief Maker's Bag when 12 hours remain on District 73 and the front lines of Babel maps. Okay, interesting. An elderly Xeno officer who looks cold and serious. Has completed multiple missions and survived in the harshest environments. Talk. Researcher? This area is not safe, be careful. Keep talking. Hello, this is the Xeno army. The road ahead is dangerous, stay safe. Ah, okay, that's all he says. Okay, recruit. Want to recruit me? You'd better show some sincerity, like giving me 100 research notes. Sure. I have enough. Come here. Alright, let's, I guess, leave for now. Oh, there's... ah, shit. Oh, wait, I can keep exploring. Grab this guy. Whatever that is. Foundation Employee O. When deployed in field exercises, detects all enemies within a 10-tile radius on Laplace and Graveyard of Dreams maps. A Foundation member who looks like they're waiting for something. That uniform, are you from Laplace? Sure am, recruit. Alright, let's leave for now. I get... alright, this is probably gonna finish it off. Translation Institute. The Makeshift Translation Institute. Here you can translate and gain translation progress. Enter. The language translation is complete. Will you leave with the research materials? Sure. Translation progress. Oh yeah, these things. Nice. Okay, nice. Resources, money. Cool shit. Oh, these are the people I just got. Okay, I was like, what screen am I looking at right now? Alright, here comes the boss invasion. The most supreme warlord. Check. There is the big guy. When entering battle, the most supreme warlord gains 30 stacks of dynamo. Okay, that is crossed out, I guess. Recommended loadout rating 1000, current 1150, okay. The boss of all critters in the scientific computing center who dreams of world domination. Fight. Okay. Oh, this gives me the setup again, but without... Oh, I get assistance. Oh, that's neat. It's very neat. I honestly don't know who to pick here, considering Bloodtith. Well, she doesn't really fit into this team, I think,
have
but...
your tickets ready for boarding.
You know, Rubuska is here.
Attention, foreign objects on the rails.
That is a big fluffy guy. Ow. Ow. Ow, that hurt. That hurt immediately, you big bitch. Okay.
Taking a peek inside.
You're about to get smacked in your face for all the shit you just did. You...
I hope you like us black. Listen to
dingus. Oh, I just noticed he has currently 46 health bars left. Okay. Okay, he's dropping fast.
Don't be fooled.
Okay. Enigma happy. Enigma jumping. Simulation report. Okay, so I'm... What is... Why is it the Truman Show? That is funny. A staircase now connects the floors. At least we no longer need to worry about Medicine Pocket trying to act polite. Okay. Uh-huh. Alright, was that an ending? I need to check now. I'm presuming that was an ending. Progress points. Oh, thank you. That's a lot. Uh-huh. Let's see the index endings. Oh yeah, that is an ending with the fucking Truman Show. Okay. That is funny as hell. Alright. I'm gonna presume they're doing the same thing here. Like they did for the first one. Even though I didn't play the first one again, I looked at last time up on the wiki. One ending was just to play around normally and beat the boss. A second ending was literally to just quit out in the middle of playing, and the third one was a secret one where you had to do specific things. So, well, let's see if I can provoke I guess a bad ending. Oh, another cutscene, what the hell? So the whole of Laplace can figure out how to fix this ridiculous box problem once and for all. Quit your whining, Adler. Got a letter for you. For me? This just looks like a piece of regular Laplace calculation paper. What makes you think it's for me? One, it was shoved into your door. Two, there's a big "read it" written on it in black ink. Medicine Pocket rolls their eyes at having to yet again spell things out. Honestly, who does something like that unless it's some kind of complaint? Enigma unfolds what looks like a piece of regular Laplace calculation paper, but what's on it is clearly far from ordinary. No name on it. They're proposing construction of some tower? Tower to standardize all linguistic systems inside a toy box? Sounds like something from a detective novel. Hey, Adler. Sorry for eavesdropping, but besides us, who else knows about the missing core? Perfect. Our security protocols might as well be town crier announcements. It's gotta be Institution Laurent. They must have sniffed out info on our little arcane accident somehow. Wow, how very appropriate that Laurent would be brought back right now in the same episode. Alright. As suspicious an institution as they are, their idea is theoretically feasible. Creating an unified language system, no matter what it is, would solve all our problems. I mean, not wrong. But what would Lorenz gain by helping us? Miss Marcus, are you able to glean any information from this note? Enigma passes it to her. Marcus looks down at a small piece of paper. Normally words are easy for her to gather information from, but now... Her brow furrows.
The handwriting is very precious, almost like a machine, typical of a perfectionist or someone who likes order. Yet the uneven pressure almost suggests some carelessness, which, well, contradicts my initial assessment. The writing's purpose seems to be purposeless, like they're just random ink marks. That can't be correct. I can't make sense of this.
Clearly, they're suffering from the same language disorder. Either they're rushing to fix it or...
Whenever something even slightly connects to the storm, they show up in swarms like critters. I guess even a simulated version counts to them, especially now that it's obviously showing anomalies.
Regardless, our task now is to build a massive tower inside that box to somehow get everyone to speak the same language. Amazing. It seems another trip into the toy box will be necessary. At least this time they know exactly what needs to be done. I'll be sure to offer support from the outside, Researcher Adler. The best support you can offer us now is to get us all is to get us all hard hats, since we'll all be in a construction zone soon. Oh, and make sure to get an extra large one for yourself to fit over that fish tank of yours. You have to put the jab in there. You have to put a jab in there. But yeah, damn, this has way more of a story than last time. Holy shit. There were no cutscenes last time, I think, outside of the, like, text endings. And obviously the text you get when you explore the maps. But, yeah, I don't remember a single cutscene from last time. Holy shit. Alright. Foundation computation. Basic adaptive training, with the system providing support via foundation computations, bestowing entry-level investigators with robust balancing data and moderate resistance. Okay, yeah. Oh, day 5 this time. Day 5 is the final day. There will be one invasion. While moving, there's a 2% chance to obtain non-discardable item, junk. Okay. Resistance loss plus 20% in field exercise battles. Oh, I can choose difficulty. Let's stay on this one. Over the last few days, a strange linguistic anomaly has been spreading through the... Oh yeah, we know. Defeat the final invading monster, the most supreme warlord, on day 5. Yeah, okay, so this is the same thing. Oh, I can select this. Okay. At the start of the round, additionally grants the leftmost character high rank incantation 1 and high rank incantation 2. Oh, that's why she was right. That's why she was getting those precasts. Okay. I don't think I have anything. Oh, I do have Bloodtith stuff. Hold on. Egg of Dedication greatly increases all allied penetration rate. Okay, yeah. Greatly increases allied max HP. I'll take the penetration rate. And that's the max I can take, I think. Inspiration, negative status. What's the inspiration thing again? Greatly increases allied incantation might. The more of this and that equipment, the more... Okay, I think I'm fine with this. Okay, let me just see. What happens if I terminate the current run? Oh? He just keels over. Simulation failed. Okay. Oh yeah, this is an ending. Okay, so I was right. Simulation report, the plan failed, but that's fine. There's always next time. Just promise me no more rowing on land, alright? Alright. Today survived 1. Okay, so yeah, that's an ending. It's pretty much like the last time. Okay, so now I need to figure out how to do the third and I guess the secret ending, which requires probably a quest. Okay, just so I'm not wandering around aimlessly and looking for it, Lucky, thank you, Wiki. If the person who usually watches this from the Wiki is watching this episode right now, I don't know if you contributed to this or someone else, but thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm not spoiling myself on whatever the story is gonna be, but just so I know step by step what I'm looking for, I'm not aimlessly going through this. Okay, so talk to the anxious employee in the sanctuary on day 1. Alright. Well, I don't see an anxious employee in the sanctuary. Hold on. Okay, I don't see anybody? Unless I'm blind, I really don't see anybody on the map. Huh. Okay, I'm not sure right now if there is supposed to be someone here or what is... This is the sanctuary, right? Because this is a different cold map right now that I'm going to. Well, anyway, let's go there and see what happens. Just gonna go with the run for now. Well, that's new for a change. Natural ice rink, yeah, right, that was on the description. Increases the speed of units that enter it, but there is a chance they'll slip and fall, requiring time to get back up. After purchasing the special vehicle Windsong, the Unslippable, you become immune to this terrain effect and can move freely within it. Well, I didn't have resources to to begin the map with, so, you know, can't really do that. Bored person X. A woman in a maid outfit stands there, visibly nervous. Talk. Hello, how can I help you? Recruit, okay. Would you take me in? Yes. When deployed in field exercise, increases selling prices of items. Okay, thank you. Brave youth. You meet a young man wearing a crown, his voice deep and resonant. Hey, wizard. You look like a clever one. Wizard? Clever men are almost always wizards, and wizards must therefore be clever. You look like both, clever and a wizard. Actually, I'm king of a nation, but my people don't believe me. Do you know how I can prove my claim? Once I'm recognized, I swear to name you my court magician. Go find the sword in the stone. Sure. The old legends offer a solution. You tell him to seek a sword from the Lady of the Lake. That should be proof enough to crown him king. Just because a Beyond hands you a sword doesn't mean you're suddenly a king. Those kinds of stories are really about complicated transfers of power. Then why don't you explain that to that idiot yourself? Uh-huh. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go through the ice, huh? Whoops! He fell. Walking on thin ice, don't get carried away. When moving on ice, you'll end up like this. And I'm gonna lose 30 minutes every single time. Damn, you are standing up super slow. He fell on his ass right on the coffer. Legendary leftover sparkling, yeah. Open. Military bayonet. A desirable high valuable item. No soldier would ever leave his bayonet behind. If you find one, bring it home. Alright, and then gadgets. Greatly increases allied damage reduction when is on the effect. Greatly increases. Okay. She claims it's just a vial of pomegranate juice. Sure. Necessary knowledge. Increases allied penetration rate. Increases impromptu incantation penetration rate. Okay. Is all this really necessary? Yes. Critter stew. A group of critters crowd around a pot, seemingly recreating an old Eastern European soup. But something is missing. The soup hasn't turned red. The critters lift their wet, shining eyes toward you. Who thought them to do this? Add beetroot, add tomato. Add misty bubble ball. Tomato? In the end, the critters get a pot of bright red, sweet and sour soup. They love the taste and offer you a bowl as well. Thank you. I doubt researcher Kiperina would mind a bit of creative innovation. Uh-huh. Universal Encyclopedia. Significantly increases allied incantation might. A book with no words, yet it answers all questions. Yours for only 25 sharp penalties after tax. Sure. Oh, that's funny. Even the critter can slip on on the ice. That is funny. Ordinary civilian E. Talk. How can I help you? Recruit. When deployed in field exercise, automatically reveals 3 random looting spots when entering Safe Haven or the front lines of Babel maps. Alright. I'm trying to get to here. Tranquil painting. An ancient picture frame floats in midair, its edges glowing faintly. Expedition 33, is that you? A strange painting. Day looks like night, the earth looks like sky, but looking at it brings an odd sense of calm. Touch it? You reach out and touch the frame. A strange feeling washes over you. Feel it with patience. 30 minutes. Thanks to this mysterious artwork, the researchers' resistance against the storm seems to have increased. Ah, neat. Alright, well, outside of those 2 battles, I don't see anything else here, so golden critter, let's go. Elite critter battle. In a way, the storm in this box is just as cruel as the one outside, but here hard work is always rewarded, and that alone makes it more worthwhile than almost all other pursuits. Loot the thing, give another military bayonet. Oh, I still need to go up there. Okay, I didn't even notice. Critter leader. Okay, found the thing I needed to find. Easy peasy. Pick up the loot. Theory of myth. Their habit of collecting unusual things never stops, no matter when. Okay. There... What the oh, that's a shop. Okay. Now the storm is approaching. Let me see. Xeno Rookie Y. Recruit. When deployed in field exercise, gain 100 research notes per vehicle type possessed. Okay, nice. And this is... Blade to Blade. Another card table. The last winner, although faceless, somehow still gives you that smug grin. You do see a smug grin on no face. Join. This new game is a more modern challenge, quite different from the earlier board game. Your critters represent you on the game board, and your strategic choices determine whether you overcome opponents. The critter crash game concept surprises you, as your gaming experience is mostly limited to Conway's game of life. You think about joining it in but caution yourself not to get too absorbed. After some careful analysis, you come up with what seems to be the perfect team composition. You feel confident in your choices and yourself. Bring it on! You failed miserably, Adler. Despite your careful planning, your critter warriors were thoroughly defeated. Something doesn't add up. Your strategy seemed flawless, yet the opponents seem to predict your every move. You have a sudden realization and look under the table, where you find a hidden transmitter. Marcus quickly figures out its purpose. It's blocking you from getting the critter warriors you need. Another cheat. You rip off the transmitter, storm across the game board, and grab your opponent by the collar. Winning no longer matters as much as confronting this utterly disgusting and unfair cheat. You're being too harsh, Researcher Adler. You're just upset about wasting time, aren't you? Yes, also who cares? He's gonna get punched, whoever this... Oh, it's Gio. It's Gio. Alright. There he goes. Your critters may have lost the game, but you came out with the royal victory. The other critters fled in fear without hesitation, leaving only your warrior behind. It has witnessed the entire fight. You look into its big innocent eyes and decide to let it go. As for the cheater, let him have a rest on the ground. Clean up the mess. Language input device ×2 can be submitted to any faction when returning to the Silver Sanctuary. 100 materials. N is right beside... this thing, okay. Common Conch. Members of the Common Conch Club have shown interest in buying it for a good price. Alright. Alright, time to leave. Storm is right behind my ass. The Makeshift Transmitter Institute here can translate. Yes, enter. Evacuate. There we go. Alright, civilian community up by a level. I mean, we're now on day 2, so I highly doubt that the anxious guy is gonna appear. Alright, let's go to the next place. Oh, the Frontlines of Babel. Frontlines, translation progress, yeah. Type 3 cognitive contamination, yeah. Water spout zone, okay. Laplace members, some Xeno, okay. Well, now I can actually take a car at least. Well, time to take Boaty McBoatface, Rock Pirate. What now? Let me take a look. Water spout zone slows units that enter it and periodically spawns water spouts. Units that come into contact with the water spout area, water spout, are teleported to a random location. After purchasing the special vehicle Rock Pirate, you become immune to this terrain effect and can move freely within it. Okay, well, we have Le Boat. So that's something. Also events, huh? What's this? Lucky pouch. A glittering bag. Who knows what's inside? Fool's gold. Okay, gold needs... Yeah, okay. Nice. That's, I had to select. Okay. I had to select the thing specifically. Legendary leftovers. What do you got? The gecko. Electrostatic divider. Very nice. The youth and the lake. The crowned youth prays to the lake in that same deep voice. Ah, Lady of the Lake, grant me the proof of my kingship. Oh, it's this guy. It's the follow-up. But no matter how he shouts, the water stays still as glass. Then he notices you. Oh, wizard! You've revealed yourself again. You must have foreseen this. Grant me wisdom. What must be done to win the lady's favor? Tell him to throw his sword in. Kick him into the lake. Tell him to throw the sword in. Who did this? Aren't you satisfied tossing your old coins in? Just as expected, you and the young man end up cleaning trash out of the lake to make up for tossing a sword into it. At least we found many coins. Okay, condenser and research notes, okay. That's kind of funny. Okay, there's a critter incoming for my ass. I also see Hisabeth down there. Uh-huh. Family troubles. A Gorgon argues with the snakes on, on her own head. Oh, sorry. Did we disturb you? I was about to watch the show, but my siblings insisted on sorting out the seating order first. 3 are hibernating, leaving 5 to argue in a mess. Maybe you'd like to offer some objective advice? Let's hear it. I'm 2. 4 wants to sit right next to... Oh god, it's one of these. I'm 2. 4 wants to sit next to 1 on his left. 6 refuses to sit beside 5. 3 doesn't want to be next to 6 and insists on sitting the furthest to the right. Now 1 wants to know who else is sitting next to him beside 4. Oh my god, okay. Oh, I can ask, where are you sitting? Sit right below them. I like to watch the show from on top of my head for the best view. So do you know the answer? 6? Really? Forget it. What's done is done. Let's eat first. Do you want to see the show? I could sell my ticket for this one. Sure, I'll buy it. 100 notes, okay. Okay. I guess that was it? Okay, there's something here. An ancient picture frame again, okay. Alright, and it's also on top of loot, so give me that. Nice. A colorful tent. Music and laughter spill from inside. No ticket, no entry. Present the ticket. Well, I do have it. Inside, it's far more spacious than you imagine. The stands are almost full. Everyone waiting for something. Ask. You barely open your mouth before being shoved onto the stage. We've got a volunteer! To do what? The host praises your courage. Looks like you're about to stick your hand into Oliato's mouth. I'm not doing this. Amid a chorus of boos, you step down from the stage. It almost makes you wonder if you made the wrong choice. Also, what the shit? That's a lot of spouts. Go here. Sanctuary Mechanic P. Recruit. When deployed in field exercise, vision +1 on the edge of the Earth and Graveyard of Dreams maps. Okay, cool. I still need to keep going downwards, huh? Xeno Veteran E. Let's see, recruit. When deployed in field exercise, automatically reveals 3 random looting spots when entering District 73 or the Frontlands of Babel maps. Okay. Oh, there is the thing I need. Why is this row red, huh? It's very specific. Oh, because this critter reacts to it, that's why. Worn out carriage, what do you got? You got more materials. Nice, and there's a critter coming for my ass. Sure, you know what, I'm gonna intercept you, buddy. Come here, elite critter. Which one are you? What am I facing? 4 of the same kind. Oh, it's it's these puff birds. Okay. Alright, buddy, what did you drop? Anything useful? Natural amber, that's pretty nice. Okay, we can leave. I think. Oh, max carry capacity reach. Shit. I am just slightly over. Okay, what can I toss? Okay, one of these. Sure. It's gonna give me just enough space. Alright, leaving the map. Oh. I was just curious as I ended that run on the map, because I was like, okay, come on, well, what's the trick with the guy spawning on this map? I need to be on a different difficulty. That's the whole trick. Okay, hold on. We're quitting out of this. Okay, so basically... Oh, I need to go difficulty by difficulty. Okay, so I do need to finish a couple of runs before I get there, I think. Are they unlocked piece by piece? Hold on. I think so? Considering there is no more difficulties, I believe I need to beat 1 to go to the next... I can't remember if there was a tutorial last time. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick run through this one, and then I think on the next difficulty I should have it. Basically what I discovered is for the guy to spawn at the beginning, I need to be on a difficulty which basically tells me here in the text box that there is people asking for my help, essentially. That's essentially it. And I think it starts on difficulty 1.35, so I do need to go through this one quick. So apologies while I do one quick run, and then I'm gonna join you guys for the next one. Oh boy. Ooh, hi, hello. 40 minutes later, Jacob here. Okay, that took a while. The two bosses, holy hell, they had a lot of HP bars. I'm guessing this is gonna be even worse. Whatever this is. Okay, first off, I would just like to point out again to the wiki squad, if someone from the wiki is watching or knows someone who works on the wiki has the difficulty, this difficulty, 1.35, noted as well with some of the box's residents appear to be requesting help. That doesn't say it here. That doesn't exist. I think that's an error on the wikis. So if someone sees that, please fix that, so people don't get confused. But yeah, this is it. This is the difficulty you need to go on to get the secret ending. System overload, fatal error, stack overflow. Oh no, stack overflow. Oh god. Limited daily resistance restoration available. Exercise caution. Some of the box's residents, yeah. Okay, so the final boss is on day 8, and there will be 2 invasions. Okay, so 2 mini bosses and 1 big boss at the end. While moving, 5% chance to obtain non-discardable junk. Resistance loss 50% in field exercise battles. Youch. Field exercise time is reduced to 20 hours. Okay. Grants detection range +1 to monsters. Whatever. When using a quick use item in hazardous terrains, duplication cannot be triggered. Okay. I mean, we go. Alright, task: defeat the invading monster astronaut ghost on day 4. And final invasion. Alright, gadgets. Alright, let's go. Someone in the shelter seems anxious. Find them and figure out what happened. Alright, here we go. Where's the guy? There you are. Anxious employee. Coming back to this place makes you feel uneasy since the box arrived at Laplace. Accidents have been happening non-stop and nothing good has come of it. All you want now is to quickly wrap things up and return to your room, but then you notice your overwhelmed colleague nearby, and it's clear something's gone wrong. Okay, just a normal Laplace member. Here we go again! Countless critters are jumping around on the equipment they left behind earlier. The glory of the carbuncle shines over the sanctuary like sunlight at this moment. But the situation is doing your team no favors. You immediately beckon your colleagues to restore order. At La Paz, handling critters has become part of everyday life. Your team jumps into action, showing off what has come to be called La Paz efficiency. Disorderly, chaotic, but efficient. Oh, hi Marcus.
The efficiency of La Paz's research is quite different from what I expected. Then you'll have to visit us more often.
The critters are removed from the sanctuary swiftly and with great care for procedure. Their stay was brief, less than a day inside a box. The splendor of the carbuncle disappears like a sunset fading into the horizon. With order restored, you begin planning your next steps. That's when your colleague Ulrich has a flash of inspiration. Let's hear what he has to say. Perhaps we can find that girl from before. What was her name again? I don't recall. She was a young woman. You mean I'm supposed to look for someone whose name I don't even know and ask her to fix this entire mess for us? Precisely. It seems like there are no other options left. A colleague mentions that the girl who predicted the storm in the box might be at Laplace. She had previously said she would stay at the Foundation to help with the problems. When no other leads to follow, you decide to give it a shot. Okay, so that's the NPC, I guess, from last time as well. Alright, so what's the next step? Alright, I think I need to... not move you around. I need to start the adventure now, and I need to find someone. Yeah, there's the Laplace map. Okay, follow the something. Okay, type 3 contamination. Okay, flame trap. Alright. Confirm. Hopefully this is gonna be it. Yeah, I can't take anything, so let's go. Alright, there's a unique doodly over there. She should be at the exit somewhere. Wherever it is here in the Fog of War. We'll find it. Okay, let's see. Enigmatic girl. Using the translator, you finally reach Laplace and meet the girl from before. Learning her name at last, you propose building the tower. Let's get started. Earlier, the box fell into panic due to aphasia. Language barriers caused different groups to act on their own. Although the translator had helped for a while, the root issue still continues to create confusion. This time, the Foundation staff arrive with people from Xeno. You don't think highly of Xeno. They drink too much, speak recklessly, and rarely follow procedure. All the same, the girl supports your plan and urges you to speak directly with the group leaders. Why do I have to deal with them? Unfortunately, both the Foundation and Xeno express doubts. The Foundation insists they must protect those in the box, while Xeno is too busy fighting against the Carbuncle Kingdom. Yes, the critters again. Critters are the worst. You're frustrated. Building this tower alone would be a gargantuan task for your small team. Thankfully, the Laplace crew in the box maintains their enthusiasm. They take away the blueprints and start analyzing without asking what they're for. The calculator soon yields its results. The tower will be a monumental task to build and will require a massive amount of labor and material. For better or worse, you do not possess the endless army of slaves. That's a word! You do not possess an endless army of slaves, just a small and increasingly tired team of researchers, and I'll handle it. The tower will cost a huge amount of research notes. You might be the one in the box who can provide them. Turn in the research notes? Ooh, shit, did I... Oh, no. Hold on. Supplies? Oh, I can do it through supplies. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, this kind of saves my ass right now. 80? There we go. Okay, deliver. You deliver everything on time. In return, the Laplace crew promises to handle the tower's construction. If you can deal with the other two groups, they'll be ready to support you. Thank you. Okay. One tower isn't enough to resolve the chaos. Enigma decides to head to the safe haven to build a second language tower. One tower is enough to resolve the chaos. Okay, precise calculations. Okay. Assistant tasks. Oh boy. Okay. So these two, I'm guessing, are complete. Is enough language tower. Okay. Main task. Okay, this is that. Exercise tasks? Language translation. Follow the scientist institution device to the translation institute to gain... Oh, okay. So this is where it's following this. Okay. So that is it. Let me just double check. Alright, yeah. We're returning back home now, and then we continue on to a new map. But first... a little shitter has to be in the way. Alright, now we go to Safe Haven, as indicated by the thing. Sure. Oh, this building. Okay. Cross, yeah. I mean, this is just a fog, yeah, who cares? No! Come on, you dingus, just go around it. Let's see, foundation building. You reach the foundation. But chaos reigns. People are fleeing and the town is in disarray. Aphasia seems on the verge of spreading. Gotta find whoever is in charge. As you try to reach the Foundation members here, you spot two familiar figures. They are an investigation team preparing to head down to the lowest level to assess the situation.
Mr. Enigma, this is... Relax, it's just a piece.
They finish their last preparations before leaving. You approach and greet them. After explaining your plan, they introduce you to the people in charge here. Thanks. You head upstairs, slowing as you hear an intense argument from a nearby room. A woman holding a mug of tea looks frazzled as she tries to mediate, but neither side will give in. Taking notice of your arrival, she sets her mug down and makes her way to you. They had already heard about your plan before you arrived. Their current argument is about whether to support you. You don't understand why there's any doubt over a plan that clearly benefits everyone. Seriously arguing at a time like this? The Foundation faces many challenges. Calming the public, organizing investigation teams, distributing supplies, and evacuating civilians. Now, they must also provide large amounts of materials to build some strange tower. All on the word of one person, you. While they don't fully trust your opinion, they can't deny the threat of the spreading aphasia. The woman asks you to convince the other two and agrees to accept whatever decision comes from the discussion. I'll give it a try. Oh god, okay, let's see. This person. Foundation Director. One of the Foundation's directors. To get your plan approved, you'll need a rock-solid argument. Try talking. You talk to the first person, who sticks to her view. She believes that evacuating civilians is the top priority and that investing heavily in your tower project will divert vital resources from the task. Her main focus is public safety. Will help. You tell her the sanctuary will provide housing and help with the evacuation. She takes time to debate her answer, openly fearing the Laplace team may use the evacuation to test some bizarre contraption or invention. However, with no better alternatives, she reluctantly agrees. Compromise is a great solution. Alright, next one. Foundation Director again, one of the Foundation's directors to get your plan, rock-solid argument, okay. You talk to the second person. While he concedes that evacuating civilians should be their top priority, he also believes that supporting your effort to build a tower is a worthy cause. With the one stipulation, the Foundation must have full ownership of the tower afterwards. Utterly typical of the Foundation's politicking, you expected them to make such a demand. He justifies it first as maintaining order in the future, and then as a matter of security given the current chaos. Either way, it's clear he intends for the Foundation to stay firmly in control. Whatever you want. You accept his demand, though you don't see it as giving in. Your mind shifts to the investigation team, who have probably already left, heading down to the lowest level, where language itself ceases to exist. They're like hounds that can sniff out political prey. Alright, and back to this then. You reach the Foundation, but chaos reigns. Yeah, gotta find whoever's in charge. How did it go? Did both of them agree to your plan? They agreed. It seems you have convinced them. The Foundation leaders are pleased that you reached a consensus. They are now sending people out as planned to assist in delivering supplies and building the tower. Thank you. With half the language tower project complete, Enigma plans to go to District 73 to build the third tower. Okay, so this is gonna be our next destination and map to go to. Alright, so in that case, let me finish off this map and I will see you guys, I guess, at the next step then. Alright, so now we go to District 73. Anything special here? No, but I will definitely need something for the oil sludges, I guess. You on board. Okay, car equipped. And yep. Holy shit, this thing is booking it for me, what the hell? Oh, okay. Hi. Level 6 enemy. Where is the place I'm looking for? Okay, the only the only things I can see right now on the map is this thing right here, up above me. That got highlighted. And the only other thing is here, this guy, but that's just a recruitable unit. And I can't see anything else, but that's also the direction of where I need to leave. So, okay, I guess we're heading upstairs for now. God, I hope that is it. I really hope that is it, but I first need to apparently go through this guy. Alright, buddy. Oh, no, never mind. It's here. It's right here next to next to the beginning. The critter was just standing on top of it. Alright, Xenocamp. At the Xenocamp, the aftermath of battle is clear. Soldiers clear debris and treat the wounded. Okay, that's why the critter ran up to here. Alright. Enter. You arrive at Xeno's command post just as they finish fighting off an assault. Soldiers are cleaning up the area and tending to the wounded. You make your way to the commander, who recognizes you right away. He brings up a past joint mission against the Crates gang with a fish bowl from the sanctuary. You assume this means solving things with Xeno will be easy. After all, you and the commander are acquaintances. But to your surprise, he turns you down. What? Researcher Adler, how did your eyebrows transition from relaxed to furrowed in under 2 seconds like that? Could you teach me?
You have eyebrows.
the fucking medicine pocket.
You have eyebrows.
The commander doesn't seem to have any deeper motives. His refusal is one of pure practicality. They're overwhelmed with their ongoing conflict against these critters. Because of the storm, the most supreme warlord's critter army has spiraled out of control. He points to the scene of battle, saying that this had been the 4th attack today. We'll assist you. You offer assistance in fighting the critters, but deep down, you know they'll just keep coming. Alchemy or potions might be useful, but your team consists primarily of language specialists, not alchemists. Lacking a clear military edge, you'll have to start thinking of another solution. Our Prime Minister may have some people we can use. As you leave the tent, you spot 2 suspicious boxes slipping through the camp. They're hardly inconspicuous, yet the soldiers seem to ignore them. Odd. Lift the boxes. You follow the boxes behind the tent and, in a flash of movement, throw them open. To your surprise, you recognize their occupants, a rockin' pirate and a young potion maker. The potion maker lights up as she realizes who you are and immediately launches into an explanation. It seems they intend to journey to the Critter Kingdom via a hot air balloon with the hope of calming the critters with music. But... with music, okay. But anti-aircraft guns shot them down over this camp. And now they've been locked up as potential spies. Why does this rockin' pirate always end up in jail? Beats me. Wait, does she really think that a hot air balloon concert will have any chance to calm these critters? Ask. She insists that a proper young lady would never lie. She also suggests her potions could help repel the critters for now, but without the balloon, their concert plan can't move forward. She suggests you help them, and that perhaps Xeno would be grateful for their support. We are getting someplace. Alright, to the hot air balloon, I guess. First, let me pick up this golden chest. Confiscated hot air balloon. A hot air balloon belonging to the rock pirate, now confiscated by Xeno. Enter. You get ready to quietly retrieve the hot air balloon. If you were caught, you wouldn't be able to wash the mud off your hands. Be stealthy.
Hey, Enigma, what are you sneaking around for? Are they playing thieves? With that body? Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
The freaking critter moving in the background. Though you're careful to avoid detection, the camp guards still spot you, and worse, somehow mistake you for a critter. Well, we're fighting. Am I just fighting one single... Oh yeah, I'm fighting a single enemy. Alright. The mission succeeds. With loud rock music blasting, the rockin' pirate and the potion maker help you lift off in the balloon. As the sound fills the sky, you can't help but wonder if they were ever really arrested for spying at all. Can't we turn this music off? The potions are released over the ground, and the critters react like they just tasted the most sour lemons ever. In short order, they scatter into the distance. It's super effective. Alright then. Jesus Christ. Oh god. Okay, that's a level 2. Okay, and now I guess we go back. Yeah, I think we go back now. You head back and explain the situation to the commander. He's glad that he has received help again and gives a medal to the potion maker, but declines to offer any apology to the Rockin' Pirate. She should apologize to Zeno. Still, this counts as a win. Zeno is now preparing to work on the tower and has begun to support your plan. Thank you. Hey, okay, so that's this part done. Only one language tower remains. Enigma decides to investigate the most dangerous region of the box, the edge of the earth. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Okay, so that's gonna be the last place we have to go, I guess. Okay, well, I guess I just need to finish now, right? So the exit is in that direction. Well, I will see you guys on the next step then. Ah, no. Why does this boss spawn with 1,800 HP bars? What the shit is this thing? Okay, I'm afraid I have to cut this episode here. This recording here has taken me like the last 5 hours of the day, and I do need to edit the episode together. And whatever you guys are gonna be watching, it's gonna be 30 minutes at most. These bosses have way too many HP bars. If they are making, I'm not saying they will, but I've seen the speculation, and if they really mean to make this a playable mode with story and stuff like that, the story should not be the story should not be in high difficulty. Let the high difficulty be there for achievements and rewards and stuff like that, but leave the story out of it. Good lord, that was 3 waves. I was left with like 200 HP bars on the boss, quite literally. Went through 3 waves of my units and I was left with 200 or something HP bars on the boss. That was not nice. That did not feel nice. I need to edit this together. I guess in the next episode I'm probably gonna record a run of this and finish the rest of this story mode. I guess in between today and whenever else I'm gonna be recording Last Evenings on Earth and wrap up the story for Pre-Stone Protocol, just to see what the ending is for this. But yeah, this is not nice. This did not feel nice. Every single enemy is so... I mean, I get the normal enemies being tanky, but they didn't hurt back that much. The boss, however, having so many HP bars. And this is not even the end boss. This was just like the initial boss. The first one, the astronaut. Yeah, no. I'll try to record a bit in between now and when I'm gonna be recording Last Evenings on Earth. If it's not gonna be in the next episode, it's gonna be in the episode afterwards, but we'll get there. Whew. Anyway, it's been so long that I that I even forgot what the hell was happening in the Eagle episode. So Eagle episode in the Eagle recording earlier. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This is only half of the story. Literally need to build like 1 tower and finish. I think finish the simulation with the last boss battle to do that. So we were close. This was close, but good God. Oh. But yeah. Anyway. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. If you did so, please consider leaving a like, it would help out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you want to support more directly, memberships are open on the channel. And as I always say, no video will be behind a membership, it's purely there for support. So thank you very much to all the members already doing so, much appreciated. And yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic day wherever you are. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.